Alchemy of Life, y'all. Back with another video. And this video was perfect because I did a spiritual video earlier, and it was about the law of mentalism, the principle of mentalism and hermeticism, and how the mental mind and the mental plane is the link between the physical, the mundane, and the spiritual. And I'm doing something mundane, and this video will be about saving your seeds for next season. So you don't need many fruits for this, or fruits of your labor, or in this case vegetables, but they are the fruit of your labor. And this is from the garden. So I have a I have a ghost pepper, a jalapeno, and this is not a tomato. This is a green bell pepper, as you see when I cut it open. And I have 3 pill bottles washed out. I have the tops right here. So 1 top, 2 top, 3 top. So this will be a simple and easy video about how to store seeds for next season. So this is only step 1. This is the drying phase. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how to dry them properly. And you're going to dry them. You're going to check and see when they're dry, because they all dry at different rates depending on your humidity, your climate, things like that. So I'd say about a week should be the most, depending on how many seeds that you have. So first, what you want to do is cut holes in your tops. Be careful. And just a little hole, like a pinhole. Like I said, be very, very careful. Oh, the first thing you're going to want to do if you're using a pill bottle is take this little plastic piece out. And then, once you do that, I have a pocket knife, my working knife. Just cut a nice little hole, like this. You see? Now we have a little curing hole. A little drying hole. Cut it open some more from the top. And we're going to do the next 2 like that. So again, see? Pop this out. Don't need that anymore. Well, I'll get that. Twist. Oh, shoot. Be careful. However you can punch a hole in this, do it. This is how I'm choosing to do it. This is the methods I have available at this point. And then I'm going to go on the top, on the other side, on the top of the top, and do that. We're not going to go too big. Just enough. Now, the reason why you don't want to leave the lid without a hole is because the seeds will mold if I just had threw them in a pill bottle and closed the top and called it a day. My dad did that last year and they molded. All the ghost pepper seeds molded, which I could have told him that, but you live, you learn. So that's a step that might save people some time, knowing that. This is why you do it like this. If you're going to do it this way, there are many different ways to dry things. But for all my gardeners and my farmers out there, the big top. Just be careful. Okay. Now we have all three of our tops ready. So now, easy. Gotta cut this open. Going to splice it carefully. And if you're doing peppers, please wear gloves if you're not comfortable. If you know you are, then you know, like me, I deal with peppers all the time. You know. And label them, please label them. That's the next step. To label them. You don't need very many seeds, but just enough. And you do it like this. Or some people take the whole thing. I'm just going to do it like this. And just shave it off. Or you could just put this whole thing in there. Just checking the time. And shaving it. You can also dry peppers this way. Another way to dry peppers without a pepper dryer, or a vegetable dryer. Well, there are ones dedicated to peppers. Is to put your oven on 150 to 200. I would say about 170, 180. And for 6 to 8 hours. Cut peppers like this. Whatever peppers you want to dry. And you can do this with any vegetable. And you want to turn them into a powder. That'll be the next part of my alchemy. A part of my store and different things that I might offer. Supplement other parts of supplements. Once I get the laboratory to be able to make them, I'll offer more things that I can make. But you know, like spirulina and stuff like that, or turmeric and different things like that. And ginger, you'd have to dry them and then crush them and then capsule them or put them in whatever form you would like to put them in. And then I have a little piece of vegetable in there, so I just want to take that out. We'll put the rest of the seeds in here. Just a little green piece. Don't want to risk. And also, you want to pick the best peppers out of the batch that you pick. The best ones. So, that are available to you. But if you see one that's growing like abnormously big, and you're not going to dry it, obviously, before you go ahead and use it, and you notice that each of the vegetables that you're gonna get the seeds for, they look great, and they're big, and they're beautiful, and they're wonderful. Those are the type of genetics you want to use year after year, to where, you know, it's like it's genetic modification basically, without the computers and deep science behind it. You're just using the best out of each genetic pool that you get, the best vegetable. And you keep using that one, that will yield a certain result. Or if you use one that's like small, like really, really small, and for some reason it's grown to its full potential and it grew small, and you keep using the genetics from that seed, years down the line, you'll only grow like small peppers from that, line. Next year I'll get into crossing peppers and different things like that. Crossing, say I cross this with this. That'll be neat. I found out how to do that, so I can't wait to do that. I could actually get into it inside. I have to get a whole setup, a light, like if I was growing weed or something, like they do weed inside. Had to get that kind of set up. So Alrighty. I'm going to label this jalapeno. JP. HJP, a hot jalapeno is what it was because they turn red when they're ripe. HJP. And then I think I'm gonna get like a sticky note and label it, put the label on there. Remember, once you take this part out of a medicine bottle, the bottle's gonna be a little bit shaky and it's not gonna close all the way. Totally normal. Totally effing normal. So next is going to be the bell pepper. Like I said, this is my desk where I do my working. See, bell peppers don't have very many seeds. So, well, this is a smaller one. So that's that. So that's all we got. But that'll be enough to get started next year. You know, like if you're really savvy, you can take those few seeds that you have, grow them, get them started, and then once they get started and you're able to put them in the ground, you can clone them and you won't have to go back and get more seeds because you can clone them. That's what I love about gardening. What you know about gardening, my weed expertise is taking over. I had all these, knowledge about doing that with weed before I did with an actual garden, even while I was gardening and still learning. Crazy, I know. Green bell pepper, GBP. Not GDP, not Granddaddy Perp, but GDP, green bell pepper. And now for the hot pepper. Gonna have to wash my hands after all this, but especially after touching this. This is a ghost pepper. And that Carolina Reaper pepper, I found out how they made it. They crossed a whole bunch of peppers. And, breeded them out. And, got one of the hottest peppers in the world now, Scoville-wise, that we know of. Scoville is the points in which they rate the peppers. How hot it is. See, this is a small pepper, so it doesn't have very many seeds. The bigger the pepper, the more the seeds. Or the bigger the plant, the bigger the fruit, the more the seeds. And as you can see, inside right there, oh, I got some more some more seeds, but that little pistil by my finger, that little thing right there, that is the female part. Just for a little science on you. I hate the way ghost peppers taste. and smell. I can handle the heat of a ghost pepper. They just don't smell too good. They stank. They don't taste good, but they not that hot to me. Lots of other people say that shit burns them up. They'll never eat a ghost pepper. It's not that hot to me because I love hot peppers. But there's some hot peppers, they're just not good on a taste level. They just don't taste good. So this will be ghost pepper GPP. GPP. So I know. But I can tell by the bottle which is which. So this is Alchemy of Life. Subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you.